Hey, yo, what's poppin', gang?
My crew.
We back. What's good? Who we got in the building, man? What up, J2? I see you, Tasha Shay. What up? All right, man. Welcome into the show, man. I appreciate everybody clicking on the video. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys for joining us for the first time. If you OG crew and you always here, y'all already know I love you, man. Today is Thursday. You know, yesterday was Wifey Wednesday. We took the day off. You guys did get some content from your boy though yesterday, man. Some really good content. We got a couple of things to talk about. I was not live yesterday, so I was not did not get a chance to talk about this in particular. King Hammer, what up? We got Hammer in the building. I did not get a chance to talk about this. The Clipse album leaking. We absolutely have to discuss that. I got a couple thoughts and theories about that. We have to talk about something kind of light. Niggas be lying, bro. Niggas just be lying for no reason. Like, you ain't gotta lie, gang. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We got ab gate. We got to talk about ab gates. A lot of dudes out here getting this ab etching and ab implants. We're gonna definitely talk about that real quick, and then we got to talk about something that happened with Kendrick, man. Something that happened with Kendrick. Shout out to Ash, shout out to Peppermint, shout out to Alicia, everybody pulling up. The Great Debater, what up? We got to talk about Kendrick. Kendrick did something pretty dope for the community. I know some people are looking at it a little funny because there are no sources, so we definitely want to go ahead and take a look at that, although I still believe it anyway. And then we're going to take a look at Kendrick's stop in Glasgow. Now, you guys know I have been covering GNX tour from top to bottom, and I feel like towards the end of the tour, I kind of stopped because people was like, it's the same thing over and over. So I kind of chilled on that. We will not be discussing Drake today. Thank you so much. Drake didn't give us no content. Unless he did. Drake didn't give us no content. Unless he did. Drake ain't give us no content, so we ain't got nothing to talk about. First things first, so be it. First things first, I need to know if y'all listen to this album. All right, now I'm gonna say this. We were streaming on Tuesday. I got a text message. I saw the text message, but I wasn't able to read the text message. Every now and again, y'all see my phones right here. I got kids, bro, so I can't not have my phone right here. Well, wife, everything, I can't not have my phone. I'm always like just checking it every now and again. I got a text message. But I did not see what the text message was until after I ended the stream. So I get upstairs, I kind of, get my water and everything. I always take a walk, after the stream. And I saw that I'm gonna read it to you. Verbatim. I'm gonna read it to you. Just so y'all know I'm not capping. LGSEO.zip. Download. I'm like, SEO? What are we talking about? Search engine optimization? Wait, large search engine optimization? What are we talking about over here? SEO, LG SEO. My boy is like, yo, it leaked. I go, it leaked? What are you talking about? Large search engine optimization? How could that leak? Then I start thinking, and I'm like, and it's a LimeWire link. I'm like, LimeWire? I haven't heard of LimeWire in literally years. Haven't heard LimeWire in years. So I'm like, let God sort them out. Then I go, wait. You mean to tell me the album leaked on Tuesday? The album leaked on Tuesday for a drop that's supposed to happen on Friday, which actually is, I believe, tonight on Apple Music. Shout out to Chaos Forever for the tacos. I gotta go get some tacos. I actually had tacos. We had steak tacos, lime steak tacos last night. Made them on the grill. Mwah! We call them the breakup tacos because every time a couple come over the crib and I make them tacos, they break up. Ask wifey. She ain't gonna lie to you. She gonna tell you the truth. So I'm like, wait. The album leaked, man. There's no way. So if you guys are unaware, man, Clipse's album leaked on Tuesday. Now, I say that to say the first thought when I figured out that it had leaked was, damn, I need to go hop back on stream. First thought. Second thought, I go, wait a minute. I don't even want to do that. Literally, I don't even want to do that. I would be doing a disservice to their work, especially after the interview that we had just listened to. We had just listened to the interview from them on what's his name? Elliot Wilson. We had just listened to that interview. Such a great interview. And I actually walked away from that interview kind of like really feeling a little bit more like I just really enjoy what they bring to hip hop. So I instantly knew I'm not going to be reacting to this early. I'm not going to react to it. We're going to wait for it. We're going to react to it live, right? But I started seeing that people were actually listening to the album. I didn't even listen to the album. I didn't listen to 1 second. Not 1 second. I didn't even download it. I didn't even click it. I just left it on my phone. So I'm seeing that people are listening to the album, and it kind of made me think, man. One, it made me think, why would anybody want to hear the album and not just support the clips? I had my own reason for thinking about it. But if you're not, like, why you want to listen to the album and not support the clips? That don't really seem right to me. And I go, I had my moment of being like, maybe I should hop on stream. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Then I hear people dogging the album. Then they dogging the album. I go, wait. Every song that I've heard, Ace Trumpets, So Be It. There's another one. Isn't there another one? Isn't there 3 songs we heard? Ace Trumpets and So Be It. There's another one. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. But I'm like, each song that I've heard from this album so far has been crazy. So I started to think, wait. Chains and Whips. Thank you. Parts of Chains and Whips. So then I go, the album dropped early. It was leaked early. Then I see people saying that the album is trash. That shit sound like sabotage or something going on in the background. It sound like somebody doing something to try to... Now, I seen the narrative. I seen the spin. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the spin. I seen the spin, and people was like, yo, old boy got something to do with the leak. I go, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Could it be? I don't know. So I kind of removed that thought that old boy has something to do with it, right? Not Elliot, the old boy, the boy. I kind of remove myself from that thought process, and I go, you know what, man? It's getting out of hand. I don't think everything has to do with old boy. But I do think there's some industry shenanigans going on. Yeah, oh him, yeah, facts. I do think there's some industry shenanigans going on. So from my understanding, because I haven't heard it, and I'm actually going to get to a couple of comments today. So excuse me, if you're watching this on a playback, I will be getting to some of the comments. If you comment down below, I'll definitely try to, have a conversation back with you as well. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We appreciate it. I thought there was some industry shenanigans going on behind the scenes. From my understanding, or from what I heard and also was reading, was that the album wasn't necessarily in its final form. It was missing verses. And I think they also said that So Be It 1 was on the album and not necessarily So Be It 2. And I think it was missing some features and things like that. So I'm thinking maybe that's why they switched it up a little bit. Maybe that's why they added So Be It Part 2. Maybe that's why they leaked the Chains and Whips verse early, just so they can kind of get out in front of some of the stuff that they figured might happen or could happen. I definitely think there was something to the label that had the album beforehand. I'ma just say that. Now, y'all know the album had a home before. The album did have a home. Clipse had a home before they left. I definitely believe there was something going on over there to try to railroad what they had going on. Right? People were already saying they figured Drake would try to mess the Clipse rollout. Yeah, and I think I don't want to dogpile, right? I don't want to dogpile, so I don't necessarily know if you had anything to do with that happening per se. I can't say. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say per se, but y'all could kind of let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. I do, on the other hand, think that there's something at play with the Wireless Festival being this week, and then also being kind of rushed in a sense. It seemed like it's kind of rushed. Although I don't think that UK festival is gonna have a lot of damage, gonna do a lot of damage to the Let God Sort Them Out album. Shout out Chaos for a $5 donation. I appreciate you, gang. We appreciate your content and take on the latest news, man. Kudos to you, gang. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. UMG obviously has a copy of the album, and I think, I think that's why people are placing the blame where they're placing it. I'm trying to do my best and not dogpile, but it smells fishy to me. Like it smells fishy to me. I don't want to dogpile, but it seems like it's weird that it's coming from that side too. But again, let me backtrack a little bit, right? Let me backtrack a little bit and let me say this ain't the first time this happened, right? It's not like albums don't leak all the time. Stuff leaks, it gets out, all of that. Shout out to Zoe herself for the 5. Says Drake has Wireless Fest July 11th on the Clipse drop date. Coincidence? Highly doubt Drake's petty is above that. And you know, and I said that too. I definitely think there's something with that, but how do you guys think, or do you guys think, this is just an honest question, the UK festival can actually overshadow Clipse's album? I'm just not sure if it has the power to do that, being that there's the lineup that we looked at didn't seem like it commanded enough interest. Like, I don't even think people gonna be looking at it. I'm not. I don't think. I mean, unless we do, and there's some sort of surprise, something like that. Maybe we looking at it. Maybe kind of see what the crowd reaction is to Drake. But I feel like that's over there and it's over here. Again, Earth 1 and Earth 2. They over there, right? Iceman episode 2 is that. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Isaac. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. And you know, another thing I noticed about that too, another thing I noticed that I hadn't noticed before, and I kind of want to share. Let me know. I want to know if you guys have noticed this too. This is more of a like loose stream, so I want to see if y'all noticed this too. Oh, they took it down, or did they? Hold up. Maybe they took it down. Basically, what I was gonna say is I noticed them doing clips, kind of like clipping this. Like, so it looks like Drake and Plot Twist have been going back and forth. Like, they dropped the Iceman episode 1, then they clipped it and dropped the condensed version, I believe, on Plot Twist. Let me look at Plot Twist. Basically, what I'm saying is, they've been trying to get these views any way they can. Bro, why can't I find the... Bro, I cannot find the plot twist channel. Anyway, I feel like they've been trying to get views kind of any way they can, in the sense where they dropped the long stream, then they dropped the clip on the and it's just not normal behavior. That's all I'm saying. It's not like it's a tactic that you can't use, because it's a tactic that a lot of creators use, where they make a one long video and then they kind of clip them up into smaller videos for people who don't want to see all of the other stuff and they only kind of want to see specific parts. But I'm seeing them do that too, because they just dropped the What Did I Miss video that was on Plot Twist. Now they dropped it on the Drake page too. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? They took it off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I think it's gone. Yeah. He saw them impressions and blocked you, fam. I was like, what? That's also something. I don't know if I talked about that. I was saving that for the other stream. We're talking about clips right now. We kind of just got on Drake real quick. Was it just me? Or I know, because I watched it. I definitely watched the stream, the first stream. Was it just me? Or were you not able to see how many live viewers were viewing the Iceman episode 1? And if you were not able to do it, or if you noticed that, when Iceman episode 2 drops, let's see if you can see exactly how many people are watching it. I was not able to see how many, and to me, as a streamer, as a person who streams, that's one of the biggest metrics, is to see, yo, you got, for Drake, probably 50 to 100,000 people watching your stream. I would have think that would have been a global metric, but I wasn't able to see that. And for any streamer, typically you want to see that number going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Now, I just have never seen, for anyone, you could click on anybody who's streaming right now. If you just look at whoever's live, you should be able to see how many people are watching that stream at any given time. At that point, I wasn't able to see it. I did see that there was like 31,000 likes on the stream, but I wasn't able to see how many people were watching. And I just don't know if that's some sort of deal he has with YouTube or whatever, but it's just something that I noticed. Rock Nation is far more strategic than BBL. They can predict his angles. What Did I Miss had missed BBL's previous standard of success. That's true. I can't get into Joey's first album. I'm trying. They need to drum up interest because the song is not having success. It was like 90 something K watching, not gonna lie. Did you see it? Okay, I wasn't able to see it. I couldn't see the amount of viewers either. I couldn't see it. I couldn't with the so-called Iceman. It was more than Ice Cube. Yeah, I couldn't see it. So again, that's why I asked other people, because I know sometimes there's issues where maybe certain features don't work at certain times when something of that magnitude is happening. So I'm literally asking. I wasn't able to see it. If you guys were able to see it, I'd love to know like how many people were actually watching live. I couldn't. I was listening to Chains and Whip's full version, man. Pusha and K Dot. So you heard the whole thing? You guys heard the whole thing? Drake will drop an album tonight. Y'all thinking Drake is gonna drop tonight? I don't know if he'll drop an album or if he'll drop episode 2. But either way, we'll see. All right. So basically the Clipse album dropped and there's a lot of people talking about it. Clipse highly anticipated new album, Let God Sort Him Out, leaked yesterday, just days before its official release this Friday. My entire Twitter timeline has been hip hop fans and tastemakers reacting either to the music or to the news of the leak itself. Sadly, the trend of albums leaking right before their official release is has become one of the most prominent, has become more prominent over the years. What's even more tragic is that a lot of times it happens to the albums that are genuinely incredible. Here are just a few examples. So we got examples of other albums that dropped, that leaked beforehand that were actually incredible. Clipse's album rollout restoring that old feeling so much they got people leaking albums through Mediafire links in 2025. I refuse to touch that clip. Yeah, exactly. And I think that says something about hip hop. Right? Like that said something about hip hop to the level that people were willing to go by not listening to the album. If you were one of those people that listened to the album, I don't think I can blame you. I did ask that question at the beginning, like Like, what would make you not wait? I can't blame you if you don't have that kind of like attachment, right? But for the people that said, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to it, I'm gonna save it for when it actually drops, when it actually releases, I think that says something about hip hop. The time is changing and people are moving towards a more respectable version of hip hop. I guess we're getting back to a more respectable version of hip hop. Clipse scrapped the exclusive audio footage was leaked too. Wait, Clipse scrapped exclusive audio footage was leaked too. The new leak hasn't stopped Twitter from reacting and indulging in the music with some even arguing it might be part of the rollout itself. Now, do you guys, I don't think it was necessarily a part of the rollout. If it only included the songs that we've already heard, I could see that. But if it had even featureless versions of what we can expect, I don't think they will want that out there. I just don't think so. They paid too much money to get out of this deal to then leak their album 2 days before it drops. That doesn't even make any sense. Any real hip hop fan would wait for the release. Facts. You gonna wait. There's no point of you ruining it. Why? With the rollout as extensive as this has been, with the collaborators as Avenger level as they have been, Kendrick, Pharrell, John Legend, etc., are you waiting till Friday or have you listened to the album? That was one of the questions I just wanted to ask. Like, I didn't know if a lot of y'all had listened. I wouldn't blame you if you did, but I did not listen to the album, and I think it's it'll be tonight. I think it's available tonight on Apple Music at 11 Eastern. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and tap into that. I'm gonna need everybody to pull up though, gang. I'm gonna need everybody to pull up. Everybody. Clipse isn't the person to shift hip hop. Sorry, hip hop fans. Okay. I mean, that's, hey, listen, fam. Here's the thing. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. What you can't deny is what we've already seen, though. That's the one thing. You can't deny what you've already seen. And people saying this rollout is one of the craziest rollouts. And the amount of people that are excited and looking forward to the album, they don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel, but they can definitely reassert a feeling that people are missing in hip hop, if that makes sense, right? They could reestablish that feeling, right? That shifted it already and paved the way for appreciation of great lyricism. Definitely. Watching the party die for sure. And not just Dot, but there's other artists out there. Tyler has restored that feeling too, where people are just more interested in the actual project itself. We just want good music, good game, not court bullshit. I think is the people in Australia and New Zealand, they are a day ahead of us. They have no problem with someone who has different tastes. I just wonder who their GOAT is. Let me close out some of these tabs, bro. I'm starting to lag a little bit. My bad, gang. My bad. All right. Make sure you guys do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic. I was gonna react to this video, but I just don't think I will. I think we covered it enough. Do you guys think the beef ruined rap? You got people really saying this. Did the beef ruin rap? Everybody, I need everybody to give me a yes or no in the chat so people watching on the playback can see what y'all are thinking. When they watch the chat replay, I need to see yes or no. Yeah. Yes or no. Simple. No other words. Yes or no. All no's. I'm waiting to see the yes. I'm waiting to see the yes. All no's in this chat. All no's. It revived the origin. It revived the original spirit of hip hop. Rap was dying in 2023. Too late. I have more words. You good. No. Yes. Okay. Tudo is kind of our resident troll. Let me know what you think, man. Just tell me what you think. Let me know how it ruined rap. If it did. It made some fan bases stupid, that's for sure. I feel like the beef exposed how lame some people are, for sure. Why do we give weight to these things? We don't. We just asking a question. It ruined it for people who can't rap. Low-key added too many bandwagon fans, though. Okay, goof. I respect that take. I do think you've seen a lot of people jumping to one side because of their allegiance to the person and not necessarily hip hop. And we've kind of discussed that briefly on this channel, where you can see people who are not just, and I mean just fans of music, just music fans. You might be a fan of the person, but not necessarily fans of just music in general. Because a lot of times I look at some of the things that people say, and it's I don't like his voice on both sides, Kendrick or Drake. I just hate his voice. His voice sounds like this. I don't like it. Okay, can he rap? Drake or Kendrick? Now the thing about Drake is I've lost faith in him being able to rap a long time ago. I lost faith in that a long time ago. But it's certain things that people say, like, people were saying that Kendrick sounded too West Coast. Kendrick was saying, people were saying like things like, oh, he sounds too West Coast. It's like he's from the West Coast. Like, what do you want him to sound like? So I feel like it really did expose people who didn't really care for music in general, and they just liked one side or the other. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a proponent of that, right? Some people that come to this channel and they say we're Drake haters, not realizing that we just like hip hop. We care for hip hop, but we keep music at the backbone of everything, right? Like, so if Drake does some truly hip hop things, then cool. But until then, it's like, I don't know, bro. That's just not where I'm at. Jid is on fire too, right? It made rappers think before they spit on the mic. Facts. Toy. It didn't ruin hip hop. It exposed who doesn't know, understand, or who are hip hop fans. Love it. He's literally never done a West Coast type rap beats besides Paramedic with SOB. The battle revealed how many of our legends care more about coast affiliation than the state of hip hop. Ooh. Bar? High key bar? Now I saw that a lot too, but I think I saw the more of the coastal kind of allegiance when it was Ray and Joey. Oh my God. Beast Coast. I'm like, okay, I get preference. But I also really enjoy, in the same way that I enjoy like style, like looking like you from the South, or looking like you from the West, or looking like you from the East, like your style tells where you're from. I'm a fan of that too. I'm a fan of that because I could tell when I see somebody, I'm like, oh yeah, he definitely from New York. Like, he definitely from New York. And I feel like things have gotten so like, everything is just so mishmashed together that you don't know where nobody's from or what. Like, so I don't really hate on that part. But what I don't like is when you just off rip don't like it because it's not from your coast or not from your side. I don't think it should be like that. But that's my own personal feeling. You can let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. But you can be from the East Coast and like West Coast music. You can be from the West Coast and rock with the East. You can be from up north and rock with the South. Like, that's just, I don't know. I think I like music from all regions. It's less about the coastal allegiance with the OGs and more about getting a bag. Ooh. Are you having a Clipse listening party? Yes. I'm gonna try to do that tonight. If I can stop lagging at some point today. But yes, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to hop on a little early. Like slightly early, but nothing crazy. People have to understand hip hop and rap are two different subgenres. I love lyricism, but I also love creativity. And I feel like just the amount of hate that came from the beef didn't help in the long run. Beautifully said. Come on, fam. That don't sound like a troll. That sounds like somebody who actually love hip hop. All right. Beautifully said. So to that, what do you say? Right? People need to understand hip hop and rap are two different subgenres. I love lyricism, but I also love creativity. And I feel like just the amount of hate that came from the beef didn't help in the long run. I don't disagree. I think there's but I think what you're speaking to are the illogical parasocial fan base. And that's been around since before the beef. Right? Like that's been around since before the beef. Like you see that, and I'm not gonna name no names. There's specific artists in the game that have mobs behind them that care nothing about the industry. They care about the person and the well-being of the person, and that's it. I don't have to say no names. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. In general, it's not just one person. It's several people who have these fan bases that are just like, don't care about nothing but whether their artist is right or not. That's it. The hate comes from stans, Mel. Facts. That's a societal problem more than a beef specific thing, but I hear what you're saying. Right, it is societal. You can definitely get behind a person and not care about nothing else. So I definitely agree with that. Hip hop is the overall hip hop is the overall spirit. Rap is the language, and no one speaks the same, which makes the messages all so powerful. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Christian. They don't want to hear you say that though. They don't want to hear you say that. All right, so this is a good topic, man. It's honestly really interesting because if you think back to what rap looked like before the beef, it truly did feel like a different landscape. Now in 2025, things are so different. Can we attribute it to the monumental? Can we contribute it to how monumental of a moment the beef was, or is it something else? I'm honestly not sure, but people have been buzzing and saying that how monumental the beef was ruined hip hop discourse and has resulted in a space much more energized with insults and personal attacks rather than a focus on the music itself. I could say I see more of that. I don't think I disagree. I think I do see a lot more personal attacks than actual, than people keeping it just about music. I think what the beef did was show that you can get ugly. It can get ugly. Now, I don't think that's wrong, but I think what people are saying is some people want to go back to the blindfolded era where we just dancing. We just dancing. People want to go back to just dancing. They don't want to really, and I think some people are just cool with it. It's so interesting because to me, this has been something that has simply been a byproduct of the social media era, right? Even thinking back to 2023 with Utopia and before, the era of social media has simply changed discourse. Hip hop has uniquely been built up off of rap battles too, which makes it all the more interesting because we've truly witnessed the fallout now with this Drake-Kendrick beef of what it looked like to have such a monumental beef in the main stage and how it impacts discourse. I won't lie to you when I say most of the time whenever I see Drake or Kendrick being brought up, even if it's discourse between their fans, there are usually trolls or people taking sides, even if the other isn't mentioned. That's very true. I think these two, Drake and Kendrick, have become like symbiotic in a sense, where you have other beefs that take place where you hear about that person like Jay-Z and Nas. Like you hear about them, but every time you hear about him, you don't hear about Nas. Every time you hear about Nas, you don't hear about Jay. Every time you hear about 50, you don't hear about Ja. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. And I feel like I kind of think that maybe the artists themselves will probably be like, bro, I don't want to be attached to him like that. Right? Battles are part and literally the core of hip hop. Period. Shout out Toy Toy. It's the narrative spinning and lies. They can get the out of here with all that soap opera crap. He's not hip hop. There is a lot of narrative spinning, man. There's a lot of that too, like where you will just see something black and white and then somehow the orange comes out and you be like, yo, where the f did that come from? I have no idea. But I think it was definitely an interesting question. Drake's new song reignited discussion around the Drake versus Kendrick beef, and the conversation is blowing up all over how fans think the conflict may have permanently damaged hip-hop discourse. The Drake-Kendrick beef has truly revealed how people can't think for themselves. Before the beef, everyone loved Drake for the most part, and now it's cool to dislike Drake. I think the difference is what people aren't understanding. Shout out to Eyes. What people are not understanding is before the beef, people's issues with Drake were below the surface. So you like Drake because you didn't know. When you find out or when you know, then you're able to make your own decision. So it's like, and again, without being parasocial and just saying, oh, he doesn't really write like that. Okay. Oh, he's been accused several times of really weird behavior. Okay. Now that's in my face. I have to make a decision. So that's a Moody. Now it's in my face. I have to make a decision. Or I can know all of that and look past it. I think that's the difference. It's not okay to hate Drake. It's okay to understand I've made a decision based on information that I have now versus the information that I had before. And even if you did have the info before, maybe it wasn't presented to you in a way where now you can make a decision and go, okay, I don't really rock with that. That's the difference. That's the difference. Nothing Was the Same was the last Drake album I liked. I could never stand Drake. He's always been creepy to me, not to mention messageless and vacuous. Yo, crew, money making Manny, what up? What was it? What did I miss? I see you. Shout out my dog, man. Latrice. If anything, people like Drake and Diddy ruined rap music. You can see that argument too. And that's the other thing is like when you get a chance to see that things have been kind of like silver platter for you, I think people have just gotten like irritated by it. Like, damn, bro was really a plant. Bro really was out here trying to silence people and stealing from artists, and then you get all these artists coming out saying, bro, he stole from me. It's like, what do you want them to do? I don't know. Shout out Chaos again for the 5 gang. Lobby messed up going after reactors in the spirit of rap. I think that was another turning point too. Even though he didn't mention a lot of reactors specifically, and I don't think he mentioned them in a way that said anything negatively about them, unless I have to go back and relook at it. But I think just you mentioning us as reactors was enough to get people to look at you weird. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't put us in it, man. Don't put us in it. What started as a rap beef has quickly become a battle of name calling and trolling. Anytime either artist's name is brought up or referenced in literally any way. As much as I enjoyed it, I genuinely wish Dot and Drake never battle. I don't think I would say that. Because the energy would be placed somewhere. It wouldn't be, if it didn't come out on wax, it would show up in another form. You just can't hold that kind of energy down, right? Social media has implied that the tension tenfold, often framing narratives as more significant than the music itself. This ongoing exchange raises questions about whether or not this conflict has contributed to a less reflective hip-hop discourse. If anything, I think people are more reflective and maybe almost quick to judge. Is that what he's saying? Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Social media has amplified attention tenfold. Amplified attention. Okay, so it has made them more reactive, often framing thin narratives as more significant than the music itself. I think the thing about music is if it's really impactful, you can't stop that. Personally, I don't think you can really stop if it's impactful or not. If it's impactful, it's going to be impactful no matter what. We're seeing the damaging effects of genre. We're seeing the damaging effects of a genre built on battle rap. The focus on low blows is diluting the deeper conversation. It's impossible to even bring up. But that's the thing. Now, it's been that way for forever. Niggas been battle rapping for forever. But now, that's why people have an issue. Because now when it's Drake, now it's too far. I think the arguments that people make hurt him. The arguments that people make end up hurting. It's like, oh, of course, now that it's Drake, now. But the thing is, I think what happened was, it's just, it really comes down to whose disses were people more willing to believe. That's all. And I've said that before. There's no proof that's ever come out about anything. The PDF stuff, right? Like, we see it as PDF because we've seen bro texting 13-year-olds and talking about 17-year-olds on stage and all that. But there's like nobody's arrested him. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, right? But when the hip hop being built on low blows, it's like, bro, it's always been that way. Why now? Shout out to Joshua. I appreciate you. Why is it an issue now? Those disses were more believable because there's a history. Plain and simple. First person shooter would have been legendary with him on there. Who? Excuse me. Did more damage to the fans than it did either of them. These dudes are rich as F regardless, and you have broke people going to war every day over who won. That's just saying like you can't have a discourse about it because you're not as rich as them. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, does that make sense to anybody else? That don't make, because you don't have as much money now you can't have, it doesn't make any sense. Is this just the essence of hip hop? Can we find a balance between passion and perspective? Or has Kendrick versus Drake made genuine conversation impossible? I don't think it's made genuine conversation impossible. I will say that. I think that both sides have to come down a little bit. There's a moral high horse on one side too, like a high horse of morality. And then there's the side that doesn't see anything wrong with anything wrong. They both have to come down a little bit. All right, bro did something a little bit wrong. All right, bro is not perfect. Like, we're all human, right? So I think once the sides do that, I think people can move forward a little bit. There aren't any videos or photos of Kendrick beating facts. You are right about that too. You are right about that. All right. I thought that was a very interesting topic, man. So let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments. Nah, it's what makes it great. All right, man. On to the next topic. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. Big Sean's abs. What? I'ma say it for y'all. Slow day, huh? I'ma say it for y'all. Slow day, huh? It is what it is, man. They said Big Sean's abs was fake, and bro said they not. Now, based on what I seen, come on, gang. Carne, hold up. Wait, there's a video? Nah, nigga, stop playing with me, bro. This nigga abs look just like Drake's abs. Slow day, huh? Shout out my boy Carne for the 33. Hurry up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Nah, ain't no way. Listen, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Listen, you in the gym, I get it. I get it if you in the gym. But come on, dog. Nah, man. Nah. These niggas out here looking like straight, like, stop. They like clay sculptures. For the new abs fund. Chaos for the 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that nip tuck. Shout out my boy Chaos for the 2. Big Sean Don. What up, J-Top? Yeah, bro, we got them Gumby abs, man. Stop playing, bro. It's okay, man. Just say you did it. Just say you did it. Big Sean is setting the record straight after a social media user sparked debate about the authenticity of his shredded physique. Oh, there's a video here? Hold on. I gotta see this. On Monday, July 7th, Blake Sandberg posted a side-by-side comparison of the Detroit rapper's abs in a recent Complex Shop promo video and a 2015 photo, claiming something looked noticeably different. While acknowledging that Sean still has extremely defined abs, Sandberg commented that they now appear to be sitting on top of a bubble gut. Yo, that's nasty work. A bubble gut? I never even heard that before.
Move over, Drake, because now Big Sean is getting accused of having ab implants. So I'm going to tell you whether or not I think these little things are real or fake. This video is going all around the internet because he seems to have extremely defined abs sitting on top of a bubble gut. Look at this. But to judge whether or not he had implants, we have to look where he started.
That's Big Sean? Nigga, I thought that was Trey Songz. Nigga. That's Big Sean? I thought that was Trey Songz. I'm like, oh, they comparing it to Trey. Why they comparing it to Trey Songz?
Now, this photo is from 2015, and you could see he does have deep abdominal cuts above his upper abs. Even back then, they kind of look fake, right? And even in more recent photos, we can see those same genetics in play. You can see this deep cut right here, and we can see that at almost any body fat he's at, he has almost the same ab definition. But since pictures can always be edited, videos are a much better tell. And in this workout video he uploaded a while back, his abs look completely different than before. But the thing is, they kind of look worse now, like less defined. This is an extremely tough case, but if I had to put
that wouldn't, when he was working out, that looked real. What is this? What is this? Glowy for the 10. He said Justin Bieber dropping tonight. Is he dropping tonight too? Justin might be dropping some hits. What the look at this. What is this? Huh? Ain't no way. I don't want my body to look like this.
He either started taking steroids and his muscles, including his abs, got a lot bigger, or he got some sort of abdominal etching, because even throughout his past, we've never seen his abs stick out this much above his belly. Very interesting genetic.
Bro, look, I mean, just look at that, dog. That is crazy. How you fit and unfit at the same time? That don't make no sense. I've never seen a body like this in nature, ever. This is not natural.
Regardless, though, let me know what you think. Are his abs fake or not? Excuse me.
Hey, look, bro. Here's my thing. Nobody should care about what anybody's doing. You just don't lie to us. That's all. Nobody care if you get. I said the same thing about Drake. I'm like, bro, don't lie. Just say you did it. Just be like, yeah, bro, I paid for it. They mine. What we doing? Superman, what up? It takes only 29 days to get real abs, but I see that's too much for Sean and Drake. Yo, it'll take you a month to get abs. Just stop eating a little bit. Well, not stop eating. I won't say that. Eat healthier and work them abs out, bro. Come on, man. Just don't lie to us. Also, don't sneeze on me. Facts. That kind of scared me a little bit. Why he ain't edit that sneeze, bro? He don't care. The speculation didn't sit well with Big Sean, who took to the comment section to shut down the rumors and defend his fitness routine. Bro, unfortunately, I'm going to read it like Sean. Hold up. Bro, unfortunately, mine are real. Nah, I got love for the fake ab community, though. To each his own. But what makes this funnier is this the way God made me. Boy. That's the best I can do, bro. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do, bro. Boy. Hey, look, he said you gotta say boy. I did, bro. I did. Hey, that's it. That's it. In typical humorous fashion, the 36-year-old continued by poking fun at himself, admitting that when he's not in peak shape, his body resembles a Tootsie Roll. Nah, they fake, bro. Stop lying, man. How you gonna admit your body? When were you not in shape? This didn't look like you. I want to like fast forward it. I can't fast forward it. This don't look like you not in shape. This look like you trying to be in shape, but like it's like not working. Oh, this the comment. Oh, he commented, bro. He is in the comments. Keeping the sneeze in the vid was just epic. Bless you though, my God. That's crazy. The sneeze was the best part. Yeah, bro. I'm finna say I'm getting messages. Yeah, though. Listen, just don't lie to us, bro. I definitely think the abs are fake. It's okay though. Like it's nothing to be upset about, man. The abs are fake. It is what it is. All right. Kendrick Lamar and Whitney step up big and quietly wipe out $347,000 in school lunch debt. Now, no cameras, no press run, just impact. Kendrick Lamar and his wife, Whitney Alford, paid off over $347,000 in school lunch debt across 103 U.S. schools. Giving thousands of kids one less thing to worry about. So, how much is that? So they paid $347,103 schools. So it's about $3,000 to each school. So about $3,000 to each school. So if you divided that by like, it's like $10 for 300 students if they owed money, which is dope, man. Which is, either way you look at it, is dope. It wiped out a debt for people that for kids. I saw some people saying that they weren't sure that how true this was or how real it was, because honestly I looked it up, I couldn't find nothing on it either. But I think this is just one of those things where they do things like this all the time, where they, take care of bills or whatever, or they give back to the community or whatever, in whatever way that they do. There's just not typically any sort of news outlet that gets to cover it because they don't want it covered. They just want to do it on their own. I do think it's kind of crazy that, that people would try to down something good, but no matter what you do, there's going to be somebody out there trying to down what you do. But shout out to them for them doing that, man. Shout out to them. This is their norm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is normal for them. They do this all the time. So there's not like, you're not going to see a bunch of news outlets covering it, which, that's just their own preference. Listen, I be fighting him. $225 for lunch reduces 110. So that's the other thing though. Like, I find it kind of weird that kids have lunch debt. Like, they already have lunch debt. Like, granted, 300 kids paying $200. 300 kids paying $10 or owing $10 is not very much. But the fact that the kids have a debt for school lunch is crazy. I think that is absolute insanity. Why do kids owe for lunch? If I'm being honest with you, when I was growing up, I was a free lunch kid anyway. I had free lunch. I had free lunch growing up, so I just don't know how they could owe that much. Yeah, lunch debt is stupid and crazy. It really is. Can you imagine getting roasted by Janae Aiko about your BBL abs? That's crazy. California does free meals since COVID. Really? California does? They also pay scholarships. I was going to say, We short like 100 likes. We are, man. We short like 100 likes, gang. Hey, y'all, get the chopper, get to the chopper and unload on that like button. Yes, unload on the like button, drop kick it a couple times for me. Do me a favor and drop kick that like button. But I thought that was something interesting. I didn't see a lot of coverage on it, so I did want to kind of give it a place to talk about it. Anything positive we want to talk about for sure, man. We definitely want to talk about it. All right, last thing, man. Last thing. So the homies. GNX is officially popping off, man, over there. We haven't really covered very many cities, but I kind of wanted to see what the show was looking like in Glasgow. Now, Glasgow is actually in Scotland, if I'm not... Because y'all gonna be like, man, you dumb. You could just look it up. Yeah, Glasgow is in Scotland. I'm finna say, man. So Glasgow and Scotland, I gotta see how they looking out here, what they doing out here. How are they receiving the GNX tour? Let's get it. Nah, it's packed in here. They not moving. Shout out Chaos for the 2, gang. Like and subscribe. And get a massage. Wait, get a massage from the mods. Chaos, thank you, man. Why they not moving? We got a couple of them moving. That's kind of crazy, bro. They just... It's like they don't know what to do with their bodies. Hold up. Oh, nah, they get... Wait. Nah, they moving. Wait. Hey, Glasgow, I'm gonna need y'all to move, gang.
Welcome back to another gig vlog, people, and this time we went to go and see Kendrick Lamar and SZA at Hampden Park in Glasgow for the Grand National Tour. It was the first date of the UK leg of this tour. Started off with Mustard doing a DJ set. I'm not arsed about DJ sets at the start of gigs. But bro got beers on deck. Cool, but my point still stands. I just think DJs at the start of gigs are a bit dead. Rain was coming down, and I'm gonna start off with the negatives of this gig. We'll get on to why it was so good later on, but this venue is one of the worst I have ever been to.
Oh my god!
Life. First of all, it's about 3 miles out from the city centre, which there's nothing we can really do about that. But that was a bit of an inconvenience trying to get home. The second issue was just generally the design of the stage. It was doing my head in, and in my opinion was not a good stage design. I'm going to put a photo on screen now so you can just see the design of the stage, and whilst it does look pretty cool, right, what the fuck's the need for that parallelogram in the middle aside from just the
what's the need for that parallelogram?
The stage was set up widthways, not lengthways, so crowd-wise,
glowy,
it was so hard to get a decent
for the 10. So both Kenny and Drake are in the UK at the same time. I think Drake is doing a UK festival this weekend. He's doing a UK festival this weekend, fam. Oh, y'all can't see it? Oh, hold up. Give me 2 seconds. We back? We back? We back? Thumbs up in the chat. The disrespect. We back. All right, man. My bad, gang. My bad. I ain't gonna rewind it, though. Hold up.
Spot. Like every other time I've been to a stadium gig, I've seen Arctic Monkeys, Sam Fender, Muse, all in a gig at a stadium.
Wait, nah, y'all gotta see they wasn't moving. Look. What they doing? What they doing?
Welcome back to another gig vlog, people. First time seeing her and not being a gigantic fan of SZA. Obviously, I do like her, but she was fantastic as well, man. It's like she's got so many great songs, so many bangers. I had some really good moments watching her as well. But to hear all the songs off GNX and hear all the diss tracks as well, man, like that's such.
I gotta hear when like Euphoria
in
popped
music
off.
History, and to see them live for the first time in the UK was quite something. And whilst we did pay quite a lot for this show, it was like 150 quid for the ticket, and we were saying earlier that there were some tickets for standing going for about 90 quid literally on the day, which was quite annoying in hindsight. But it was 52 songs. It was a 52 song set list. So
150 quid. How much is that?
in terms of getting your money's worth, it was
Are the
worth it.
Brits just stiff?
But aside from the issues with the stage and the actual venue, this was a fucking great night. Like closing out with not like.
Oh nah, they getting a little bit more live.
They do together on GNX being Gloria and Luther. It was a great way to finish it off.
Oh, they getting lit over there, man.
Dancing away. It was class, man. What a night.
They getting lit. Oh damn, at least they covered. They ain't getting hit by that rain. Nah, they going crazy in there. Nearly cried. They said they nearly cried. Oh yeah, look. Well, I feel like they was waiting for Not Like Us. They more lit than us, bro. They was going crazy. Yeah, they going crazy down here. You know, I really like that they kept everything the same. Oh, this is a better view. Damn, they recorded the whole thing 5 minutes. Bruh. That is crazy how global this song is, bro. Hampton Park. They chilling.
Not Like Us at Glasgow.
Bro, this everybody's moment is Not Like Us at Glasgow. Bro, they was waiting for Not Like Us. Hey! That's what we want to see. Yo. All right, they going crazy. Oh yeah, look, they jumping down here. They jumping. Everyone living in the moment, not a phone in sight. Hey bro, God, that's what I said. Everybody living in the moment, not a phone in sight. Yeah, okay. You got your phone out. That's the point.
I'm in Hampden Stadium and I want to show you how long just one of the queues is for Kendrick Lamar concert.
One of the lines. He said cues. I'm like, what? Damn.
So yeah, you can see there's a lot already. If you want to follow the journey, the night, follow the channel.
That's lit. Bro, everybody.
POV Kendrick Lamar in Glasgow.
Bro, right up front. Money trees. Uh-oh. They better. Hold on, I gotta mute this. They better turn up. Look at this bro right here in the white shirt. They better. Okay. They did their job. Cause if they ain't go, I was gonna, bro. They did their job. You cannot no circle for mosh pit. Yeah, look, bro, stamina unmatched. Listen, if you going out here, they gotta be moshing. Every time I hear this, Quality pops in my head. Facts, Koala always play that, man. Hearing this live, what happened? Oh yeah. The man yelling at the start is such a mood. Bro, you see how some of these phones quality be way better? I'm gonna have to get a different phone, bro. Germany lost their minds. Oh yeah, they going crazy. You can see them down here. They going crazy. I had to see what GLASGOW was. Hey, that's the best one, bro. That's the best one so far. She got this shirt on. She got this shirt on. Bing bop boom 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 bop bam. She got this shirt on. She gang. She gang. She gang now. Yeah, she gang now. She gang now for sure. Yeah, she gang. You got to see better videos. That was crazy in Scotland. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, they going. Oh. They don't know nothing about that. Or do that. I called my grandma right now. I told her to tell her to give me the first lines to My Angel. She gonna lose it. She gonna lose it. Should do it right now. If the song is playing and you cut it off, you won't be able to tell the difference. Oh my God, yeah. I like how you did that. What? He recorded on it too? He said call her up. That girl right there now runs Compton. In fact, she gang now. That's lit. I should call her, hey mom, you feeling in the mood to sing? Ma, where you at? You in the mood to sing? You live. You in the mood to sing? I need you to sing Angel real quick because they don't believe me. I said my grandma sing that Anita Baker. She said I sound terrible right now. See, look, I told you, but it's all right. We're gonna get an exclusive one of these days. I know. Look, she said get him over here. She gonna sing. All right, okay, we're gonna get you.
I'll be ready then.
Okay, she said she'll be ready.
Thank you, my people.
All right. Hey, look, don't make me do it. I call my auntie. She get to singing too. Y'all ain't see my story. My auntie be singing. No, they be singing. Y'all see my story. They be going crazy. Call my auntie. She blow this whole. She be like, man. What's my auntie song? Halo. My auntie sing Halo like, bro. She sing Halo like she recorded that motherfucker. Yeah, bro. My auntie sing Halo like she recorded that motherfucker. I'm telling you. Woo. So it looked like the show went crazy over there. It looked like the show went crazy. Sending healing powers to your mama crew. Shout out to Misha. I appreciate you. My sound stop. Oh, I love the fam. Yeah, man. Y'all, hey, look. We're going to have to get them in here to do a duet. Because if they do it, they going to blow up. They going to be bigger than me. They going to be like, yeah, they the singers. They the ones that get it done, man. But all right, man. That is going to do it for today's stream. I just kind of wanted to see what GLASGOW was hitting on. It seemed like there's a ton of footage, though. That's the one thing I really do. Did the screen freeze? It looked like it did again, man. It's okay. I don't know what's going on. I just did an update. Maybe I got to restart my computer. It did. It's okay. My bad. But thank you guys so much for pulling up, man. Hit that like button for me if you guys haven't done it already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Be on the lookout for the clips tonight, though. If the clips drop tonight or when they drop tonight, we're gonna go ahead and try to hit that live. Hopefully we can stay live and they don't block the stream or anything like that, man. Hopefully we don't run into any issues. I'm gonna try to get that done tonight, though. So be on the lookout. Turn the notification bell on. I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you guys. Anybody, man, who hit the sub button today, anybody who hit the like button, anybody who donated, anybody who just hung out with us today, man, and y'all ghost watched, I appreciate you. Next time, I want to see you in the chat, though, all right? I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.